My name's Alison Wales and I'm a Community Learning Development Officer with South Ayrshire Council, and I work closely with the Carrick Centre through the North Carrick Learning Community Partnership. The staff and volunteers of the centre clearly see the benefits to the local community of working towards common goals and outcomes through a broad sweep of organisations and agencies where they share expertise, resources, accommodation and local intelligence. I think what makes the centre work is a combination of things. It's about dedicated and enthusiastic staff and volunteers in the centre, a strong partnership planning through the North Carrick Learning Community Partnership, but everybody genuinely has the interests of the local community at the heart of that.
I'm Lynn McGeechan and I'm an Employability Advisor for Access to Employment, and we're involved in the Youth Employment Hubs run here at the Carrick Centre. And the Youth Employment Hubs are run as a partnership between Access to Employment, Skills Development Scotland, Job Centre Plus and STEP, who work for South Ayrshire Council, and the Carrick Centre, who allow us to use this building. Their Youth Employment Hubs are set up to offer an employability support to 16 to 19-year-olds in this area. And the benefits for that are that young people don't have to travel. They've got a service on their doorstep in an amazing building like this, and we have really good links with the staff in the Carrick Centre, and the Carrick Centre can also offer training opportunities for young people and work experience as well.
I think the key to the way the centre works is the special relationship between volunteers and staff. There's a large army of volunteers in comparison to the small number of staff that we have. And there's definitely a special feel about that. There's a synergy, I think, where acquaintances become friends and friends walk together in fellowship. It's a centre that has a great breadth and depth of community activities. You probably have had that in what you've been doing earlier on today. Not just leisure activities, but social activities through the food bank is an example of that. You're also already aware of the training that we do in the cafe. But from a church point of view, we hope to touch people in a different way from any other church does, because they come in here on a daily basis, many of them, and they find their need is filled. It's very difficult to describe. Working in the church is all about serving the community and serving those who need a hand. And I think that is very obvious when you come into this centre.
We've just made a renewed grant commitment, increased our grant commitment to the employability and training programme here at the Carrick Centre, because the Carrick Centre are working with young people that are struggling to gain employment or to succeed in achieving their ambitions in terms of education or training, and works with them to try and support them to achieve their aims. So fits nicely with the youth opportunities strand. I think what we find particularly interesting about the Carrick Centre is that it's a community-run facility. It's in the community, run by the community, for the community. So when it's working with young people, it's not doing that in isolation, running a sort of discrete training program where people are getting on the bus and going to Ayr or whatever every day, but it's actually in the heart of the community, and the services that people are involved with while they're learning and while they're training are actually supporting local people, interacting with different groups within the community, and helping to meet a range of local needs, and also building relationships so that the trainees themselves are coming into contact with different people within the community, and those relationships can last and have benefit beyond the immediate focus of the training program. But I think one of the key features about the program here, which I think is valuable and is why it's successful, is the features are, I think it's relationship based. So the trainees, when they come in here, they form a relationship with the workers here, and there's really an effort to understand what it is that young people want to do. And I get the sense that there's trust built up between the trainee and the worker here who's supporting them in terms of the advice they're giving and the support that they're getting. So I think the relationship-based aspect is really important. The flexibility in terms of tailoring support around the needs of the individuals and the young people concerned is crucial. So it's not a one-size-fits-all program where they've sort of met some kind of criteria and this feels like the product we can offer you. It's much more based on the needs of the young person and tailoring a package of support, volunteer experience, whatever, to their particular needs. And thirdly, it's not time limited, it's ongoing, so people are supported to develop at their own pace, and the project and the workers here will take time to support people to move on when they're ready to. It's not a 8-week program and then you're kind of left to get, to find your own way again. So I think those three things are critical. To be honest, I think those three things underpin successful programs across all kinds of social and public service. And where they are delivered in a community setting, I think the outcomes are much more sustainable and much stronger. So the fact that that's happening here for young people in our neck of the woods was the reason we got involved.